Good morning. Happy Monday. Today's challenge for our wellness challenge that we're doing in my Facebook group is no negativity. Why would I do this on a Monday? Why would that be the challenge on a Monday? Especially when we are having technical issues with one of our HR programs. Yeah, and it's one that's web-based, so it's not anything that, is our agency. But then I'm trying to work on some documents through Adobe and the program keeps crashing, and I use that almost daily to do verifications of employment for our 300 staff members plus all 6 of the districts that we work at, and it's like a ton of them right now. I'm trying to make a form for one of the other districts. It's not working. So I sent a thing to IT and I said, I need this fixed ASAP because I use this program on the daily, throughout the day. Oh, man. Anyway, I'm going to try as hard as I can not to be negative today. I'm having my coffee. In here is the Keto chocolate collagen. Also using nut pods. Thank you guys for reminding me about nut pods when I was saying I was trying to find something that was a little bit less dairy. I'm just trying to do a little bit less dairy in my coffee and just in general. I mean, I'm still eating cheese and stuff. I cannot give it up. But I'm just trying to be a little bit cleaner, a little bit less dairy. And so I have the French vanilla nut pods in here. I had the caramel this weekend and it was yummy. So anyway, that is what is in my coffee. I haven't eaten anything yet. It's about 8:30 or so. Just been dealing with these technical issues ever since I first logged on this morning. At first, when I first logged on, my Outlook was telling me I had 27 emails, but it was only showing 4. And I had to restart it like 3 times for it to finally, I was going to have to do the web-based Outlook, which I hate doing it through Office 365 online. I do not like that. Anyway, so I'm hoping I sent like an urgent message to IT, so hopefully I will figure it out. It probably just needs to be uninstalled and reinstalled, which I could do, but we're not allowed to do that stuff. We're blocked from doing any installing and uninstalling, and so that drives me crazy when I know that's probably what would fix it, or just even updates, but I hate that we can't do our own stuff, but I understand. Okay, so anyway, I better go just in case one of them call me, but I will check in with you guys. I have to catch you up from the weekend. It was kind of a crazy weekend. Well, just one of the days, but I will catch you up on all of that stuff. Okay, I'll just check in with you guys now. I had to restart. I did see an update on my computer, but nothing for Adobe. But anyway, so this weekend. What day was that happened? Well, first off, we are trying to buy a house. I did talk to you guys about that a while back, and we did find that one that we liked, but we're just running just since the beginning. I'm going to do a whole, like, if we get this house at this point, I don't even know. If we get this house, I'm going to do a whole video on the trials and tribulations of buying a home. It's just been a back and forth thing with the sellers, and then now we're having issues with the bank because when we first started the application process, he was working full-time, and then of course, all the stuff happened with the virus, and he was only working like every other week, and oh my gosh. So Thursday we kind of came to a stumbling block, but I think we'll get past it, but I'm not hearing it. This is the part I don't like, and I know these people are busy. I know they're busy, but I'm not hearing from people, and it's driving me crazy. And so we finally got one of the things resolved where I had to get some stuff, and it's the only thing that they told me was like a mailing address, and I'm like, really? I have to do this by snail mail? There's no way for me to fax it, no way for me to email it. I mean, something, like, isn't there a way I can do besides just put it in the mail? I was just very uncomfortable putting it in the mail. Not that it was just pay stubs, but I'm just uncomfortable that it would get there in time because they're like, it has to be here by this date or we close your application. I'm like, And so I'm like emailing the 2 different people at the bank that we've been dealing with, and they're in like Kentucky. And so it's like, I finally got one of them to answer me back, and she's like, oh yeah, sure, just send them over to me and I'll upload them and I'll copy the person that needs to get them. And I'm like, okay, it was so easy. I've emailed the other person who's supposed to be our senior lead person on this twice and never heard back. Tried to call them. Right now you can't leave voicemails for these people because they're all working from home. And so you can't leave them voicemails. You can call them or they call you on a secure line. It's just a mess right now. Probably the worst time to try to buy a house. I don't even know. I just had this feeling. We've been renting this home for 15 years. And for some reason, something was telling me this is the time to do it. And I just had to listen to that feeling. And so that was just like, we got to do it now. And now I'm just wishing that we hadn't, but we're kind of far in now because we've already put like earnest money down and we could lose that if our loan doesn't go through. But now there's things that have to be fixed on the home. And so the seller hasn't got back to us on that. And they're supposed to have it done by Thursday. And they haven't even signed the thing saying they will do it. They just said they'll have a contractor go look at the things. And they're things that are like safety issues that we will not be able to get the kind of loan that we're trying to get if these things aren't fixed. And so I'm just nervous about that. So that was all happening on Thursday and Friday. So it was very hectic going into the weekend. Very positive thing that happened on Friday, though, is that we finally got through the employment office. It was, you guys know, it's just been just a crazy mess trying to get a hold of them. I've tried every tactic. People have given me other phone numbers, tried different tactics of like, oh, you call in 5 minutes early. Nope, that doesn't work. They kept saying that they are closed. You would go through this 3-minute long message, and I timed it. 3 minutes and like 7-second long message before they'd tell you we're closed. And a lot of people told me they were able to get on if they called early, but it wasn't working for us. I kept saying we go through this 3 minute, 6-second message, and it would say, sorry, we're closed at this time. Call back during our regular business hours. And even when I called like at 7:01, they opened at 7, it was still telling me that. And I don't know if just because their time was off what my time was. Then I finally figured out, so my husband was in the front room calling on his computer. His phone connects to his computer. That way he could just leave it on all day, figuring we'd be on hold all day. I was still in bed, and so I was dialing from bed, and I finally realized, I'm just going to press 0. And I did. I pressed 0, and it bypassed that whole long message, and I got through. And then I'm like, so I gave my phone to my husband. I'm like, okay, well, I have to go do some grocery shopping and all that, so I'm just going to leave him my phone. But I went and took a shower. I came out. He said, well, I got on with somebody, but she had to send me to somebody else to fix the issue, the person that specializes in glitches for when you're trying to restart your claim, which is what ours was, back on May. We've been dealing with this. We haven't not got paid since May 8th. And so we've been waiting, this last month trying to get through to them. And I couldn't call. So when he was going back to work, I couldn't call on his days off. He would call. It's just been a mess, as you guys know. Finally, at 8 o'clock, we'd only been on hold for an hour, they called back. I mean, we got through and she fixed it in 30 seconds. Not even kidding, 30 seconds. And she fixed it. So anyway, that is the good news. We're going to get all that back pay. So that should be coming this week sometime. Then on, I want to say it was Friday night, my son closes Friday nights. He's the lead closer Friday and Saturday nights typically at his job. And my phone rings and it's him, and he never calls me. He always just texts me. He'll text me on his breaks and, we chat back and forth, whatever, but he was calling. So of course I'm instantly concerned. And so I answer it, and I could hear in his voice, he was very upset. And there had been first it started out as a physical fist fight between these two guys in the lobby, and then one of them stabbed the other one. I could hear the terror in his voice because he literally it happened and he ran to the back and called me. Of course, luckily though, here's the thing is that it happened at 7:30, and typically the manager and assistant managers leave at 7. They work from really early in the morning to 7. And so normally he would be on his own, but they were really, really, really busy. And so they were staying there late. So luckily he did not have to deal with any of that. The manager called 911, dealt with, the customers and stuff. But the rest of the night, and then he came home early, of course, because they had to close. But the rest of the night, I was just so it just really just got to me. And then Saturday, I was really just worried about him going to work. He went grocery shopping with me. We kind of talked a lot, and he seemed to be okay. It really got him Friday, but Saturday he seemed to be doing better. And then Saturday night he went to work and he was okay. And then I'm glad he actually went to work, because I think it was good that he kind of had to face that. But yeah, you guys, that's like the worst feeling. No matter how old your kids get, it's like, you know, you worry about them obviously, but when they're still living in your home, like my 2 older boys, you know, we check in with each other, and I mean, they're off doing their own thing. Of course, I worry about them, especially when one of them lives, you know, in a bigger city where there is a lot of the protesting going on. But I talked to him the other day. But when one still lives at home, you know, and you know that they're there, it just, I don't know, it just. So that was my weekend. So I did not sleep very well Thursday night because of all that stuff going on with the bank and the loan. And then Friday night with that happening. And then even still like the weekend, rest of the weekend, I just did not sleep very well. I was just very anxious, a lot of anxiety, a lot of being on edge. But it just really terrified me. And I don't know. Anyway, so I'm trying. Maybe it is good that today's challenge is no negativity, because all that stuff happened and I just need to just get into a positive headspace. Okay, my update's done, so I will check in with you guys when I eat something. So you guys may remember I was talking about those protein puffs from Shrewd Foods that I got in my keto crate, and I really, really, really liked the ones that I tried. I think they were the pizza flavored ones. And I told you I was going to go right on Amazon and order some, and I did. That's why I like things like subscription boxes, because, see, I never would have picked those up otherwise, but because I knew how much I love them, I had to pick them up. So this was like, I think $24.99, and you get 12 of them, which isn't bad. I mean, so it's about, what, about $2 or so, a little bit over $2 a package. So I got the variety pack, comes with 2 baked cheddar, brick oven pizza. Those are the ones I tried, and those ones are so good. I got, so 2 each of those. 2 strawberries and cream, 2 cookies and cream, 2 nacho cheese, and then it came with 2 of the protein croutons, which is exciting. So this is 2 net carbs, I think, for all of them. Okay, nope, the chocolate and cookies and cream are 3 carbs. Looks like the nacho cheese is 2 carbs. The strawberries and cream are 4 carbs, and the rest are 2. So I think I'm gonna try some of the cookies and cream, because I really feel like something chocolatey right now. For lunch, I am just having a little snacky lunch. I didn't feel like a full meal. So I have a slice of the pepper jack cheese from Tillamook and a slice of the smoked black pepper cheese, serving of pepperoni, serving of salami. I have some romaine lettuce in here, the baby romaine, with a half of an avocado, and I did a half of serving of these protein croutons. The whole package is 1 container, but that was a lot, so I just did half. And then I will add on some of the Ken's Creamy Caesar dressing. It's my lunch today. So I thought I'd do a little check-in. So, just gonna tell you, tech support was on my computer for like an hour. They got it working, so that's going good. Work is going pretty good. I'm trying to stay positive. Haven't heard anything about any of the house stuff, which is fine. I just need to get that out of my mind right now anyway. Having a little coffee, so I'm having some of the super coffee, black coffee. I wish I could find that mocha again. I'm probably gonna have to go to their website and just order some, but the cold brew mocha of the super coffee is so good. But anyway, so I'm having that. I did put a little bit of heavy cream in there. At lunch, I finished all my salad, all my pepperoni, and my salami, but I only ate 1 slice of cheese. Just really haven't been wanting the cheese lately. It's very interesting. So that's where I'm at. Dinner tonight, I think I'm gonna do pork chops and do the green beans, some green beans, bacon, and onion, and I think there's mushrooms in there, which I'm not a huge mushroom fan. I can always pick those out, but I'm gonna do that as a side dish. Just saute those up in some butter, a little bit of oil. So I will show you that. I am doing a what's for dinner video this week, attempting. Just kind of show you all my dinners in one video, because I know a lot of people like those. So that'll be dinner, so you will see that next, and then I will probably just upload this video tomorrow and just do Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, and another video. I am really struggling finding time to sit down and do videos. I really need to do that. I'm really missing doing some recipe videos. I know I keep saying that, but I am just not having the time because our weekends have been so packed full with all the stuff going on. But I'm hoping to take some time this week and just sit down and figure out some videos and some content to film for you guys. Let me know down in the comment section if you have any ideas. Oh, one other thing very quickly. A lot of you mentioned when we had our day of with the water, you know, where we wanted to set a water goal and what people set for. And a lot of people talked about doing a gallon of water a day and that you guys have always done that. Let me know, how does that work for you? I feel like I don't get enough water in because I am insanely thirsty all the time, and I'm really good with getting my 64 ounces in. I do that first thing in the morning. I drink 32 ounces right away, and then I usually drink another 32 by lunchtime. And then after that, I just don't do water, and I can tell like my skin lately has been so dry, and I've been getting some like little patches on my skin, which I know I get. My bags under my eyes have been huge, which I know I get when I don't drink enough water. And just in general, like I'm feeling thirsty and I go to drink water and I'm just like, I don't know, it's not the first thing I pick. And I want to get better about that. But then I see these people do these like week long of a gallon of water a day just to get yourself into the habit of it. And then after they do that challenge, they tend to drink more water. So I'm thinking about doing that challenge. So let me know if you guys are one of those people that drink a gallon of water a day. Now, I would never like force myself because I know that it's bad to drink too much water. There's such a thing as too much water, but from what I've read, it's too much at one time, not spread over a whole entire day. And I also know some people retain more water when they drink more water. So I would be curious just to do it to see how much, like how my body handles a gallon of water a day. But I feel like it would help me so much more because I find myself from about 1 o'clock in the afternoon until bedtime drinking more diet sodas, drinking more coffee, drinking energy drinks rather than drinking just plain water. And it's just because I'm not like picking it, and I just need to do that. I feel like I need to get a big water bottle. So I'm thinking about trying to find some like a big like 32-ounce water bottle that instead of using my mason jar, and I feel like then I will be a lot better with it. So I may do that. Maybe that is the answer. So anywho, but yeah, let me know down in the comment section if you're one of those people and how it works for you. And if it does, if you do notice anything when you drink that much water.